All right. So you're actually seeing a mirror image of what's true. But I didn't want to spend the rest of the year doing nothing. And I don't have a lot of wood at my house because my wife made me get a lot of it over to the school. So that's where most of my stuff is, and I can't be there right now, which kind of sucks. But I do have some little bits of wood here and there that I'll probably use. And I actually found this chunk of hickory that one of you, not this year, but a student in a previous year, cut this, and then it had a split down the middle. And so I've got this kind of uneven, not a rectangle, but it's got this little kind of edge on top, so that's a break. But this is the perfect length for a handle for this little 3-pound sledge that I've got. So I'm kicking off this, and we are going to, or I'm going to have, for you guys or for whoever wants to participate, because I know we'll be limited on what we actually can do, but it'd be fun, I think, to have a little make something, make anything, kind of a contest or an activity. So this is me preparing to make or working on hanging this head on this handle. So we're going to turn this into a little mallet. And I'll be using tools from my workbench. So I built this workbench a couple of years ago. You may have seen it before, wrong one. I'm going to need this big knife. It's a good kind of smoothing tool. I'm going to scrape with the blade against it. I'm going to need a pencil, which I have many. Oop, don't let it get away. I'm probably going to need some chisels, but I'll get to those in a minute as I need them. Probably a bunch of files. They're over there. Don't think I need anything from that drawer. I think I've got some, let's see. Here's my other little kind of auxiliary toolbox here. And I can't open this now. Door. This is my grandpa's old tool chest when he used to be an airplane mechanic. And it's not designed very well. So I've got a big rasp here. So this is called a 4 in a hand. It's got a round, coarse, and fine. I'll show that off in a second. Let's get the round file. That file. Having a variety of files is nice to choose from. That should be good. If I need to, I'll come back. Pretty much just a bunch of files here. So I've got this big rasp. Ooh, and I'm going to need the tennis ball for that. Tennis ball handle. I think it's still over here too. One of my kids must have taken it. I don't know that I'll use that one very much. Anyway, I'll probably put this into a time lapse so you don't have to see me sitting there, or maybe I will, maybe I won't. I've got enough here. The hole's pretty small. And let's see. So what I'll do first is I'll make sure that it fits the tenon. The tenon needs, or the part that goes into the hole needs to fit nice and snug. So to start off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit with it on my leg, kind of. And I want to make sure that I can fit it right. Kind of want it in the middle. I want to make the bottom the flared end so it kind of keeps in your hand. And it's kind of about there-ish to about there-ish, and that should be good. So I'll cut that down a little bit and we'll see how it goes. I have power tools, but there's a hanging tools like this. It's kind of fun to do it by hand. So, well, I enjoy it at least. If you don't have a place to work, I suggest you build yourself one, because it is nice. Some of you may have even helped me build this. Oh, let's see. This thing here. My clamp is a little loose. There. Not going anywhere. I'm snacking on some standard David sunflower seeds. All right, so this little rasp, this little file is, they call it a 4 in a hand or 4 in one hand. Anyway, it's got a coarse and a fine of each kind of bevel, and they've kind of mixed it so the two coarses are opposite of each other and the two fines are opposite of each other. So I'm going to start off with the coarse, and I need it the flat side here. I'm going to round off the corners first. I should clean up my area too, but whatever. Turn this around so I can work on the other side. Snap that down. Feels good, feels tight. When I work hickory, it kind of smells like green olives to me. I'm not sure why. Move the camera. Let's see. Put it over here. That'll be better. One thing about using tools to make wood handles is if you do anything wrong or something you don't like, you can do it again. It's just wood. With light use, they could last for a long time. With heavy use, they won't last quite as long. I don't have what's called a draw knife, which is how a lot of people do these. But I got plenty of patience and time. And if you've got those things, you can come up with something. I wish they would have made the hole in this thing a little bigger. It seems like it might be a little weak. We'll see. First I gotta get it to fit, then I will wedge it with a hardwood wedge. I probably got something around here to use as a wedge. I don't think I have any, oh no, it's not true. I got a chunk of steel. I'll grind off a chunk of steel and I'll use that as a steel wedge. Something little, just enough to spread that part open and try to get it to stay. If you've never hung a tool before, it's pretty fun. I did this one a couple of years ago. So it's just another piece of hickory and a little old World War II plumb axe head. And it was out of my grandpa's stuff. So it's got a little pouch. It's good for, you know, chopping branches off and stuff. Here's another one that I did. It's my grandpa's old hatchet. So I got two little hatchets that I've done, and this one's a Estwing brand. And it's got another family's name on the handle. So I don't know how my dad or my grandpa got in possession of it, but it didn't have a good shaped handle anymore. It was all worn out. So I put on some cherry. I got a cherry handle on this one, but it feels good and it's kind of light. Anyway, let's keep going. I have other hammers too. This one's a Husky that the handle broke off. This one's another excuse me, old framing hammer. If I only had my handles for these. The finer the tooth, it's more like sanding. That's pretty smooth. Let's flip it around again. So while I'm doing this, I'd encourage you guys to find something that you can do too. Impart some of your work and your effort on something that makes you feel happy. I mean, we're all, how many video games can you play until you hate video games? That's my oldest and I were just playing Left 4 Dead 2 on PC and only got through one round before I was bored of it. So I was like, well, let's get back to, you know, feeling like life is worth something. In the morning, I don't have my ATV here, or else I'd probably be working on it. In the afternoon is when, not that I couldn't work on, I just don't feel like it right now. We got school and stuff to do, so. This is not very sharp. But it does draw well, and it's got a big blade and handle that I can kind of pinch and scrape like a card scraper. Let's see where we are. We're getting close. It's a little bit wider than it can be, so that's got to come down. Let's do this. Clamp it like this, and we will work on it like this. That's not rough enough. Back to the rough one. I've acquired most of my tools from my dad, who got them probably from his dad. You see, you gotta get a look at this. Get in nice and close if we can. Watch the shavings kind of roll up. That's just a satisfying thing. Got all these little hickory shavings. Wow, that goes fast. 16 minutes. I'll upload this to YouTube, and then I'll send the link to Canvas, because Canvas is going to hate 16 minutes long. It'll die. Canvas kind of sucks. I'm kind of disappointed in it. It is a product that is offered free, but then you can also pay for it to get extra support, which is what the school does. But I don't know, it's got limitations. Where YouTube, I can upload as much as I want, as long as I feel like. I mean, there's those crazy videos. It's really just me cutting it together. So if I can, maybe I'll cut this video up and I'll speed up certain parts of it. And it's probably down enough for me to turn that on its side now. Making a pile of shavings on the floor. Okay. It's still a funny wedge shape. Again, if you don't have a workbench or a place to work, you should consider making yourself one. I did. I am still very happy with it. I'm glad I did it. And certain of these parts, like this jaw here of my little vise, which is called, I believe, a Moxon vise. This jaw is replaceable, both of them, the in and out jaws. And one day I will need to replace them. Turn that. There's a lot of moving. There's other kinds of workbenches too, but this is the style that I decided to come up with for myself. It really cleans up the grain and makes it nice and smooth. And then when I'm all done with it, I'll probably cover it in paste wax like I did the last one. I don't have any linseed oil, which is usually what you cover your tool handles in. If I did, I would use it. But I don't. Let's see how that looks now. Okay, it's flatter. Let's see the head. We're still too long, too wide. We're too wide on two accounts. So it's too wide in this direction, and it's too wide in this direction. So too wide and too thick. Let's keep removing material until we get it. My jaw's opening up there. I figure watching me do this is better than watching somebody else work. Well, it's still watching somebody else work for you. Maybe we'll just even have you guys go out to your yards and find a stick, strip the bark off, make walking sticks. Ooh, makes my hands hurt. Flip it around. We're getting close. Actually, let's put it back up like this. Use the rasp again for a little while. Still a little out. That's closer. Still too wide. Nope, here comes Brandon. Mr. No Pants. What are you doing? Why are you walking on your toes like that? See how that looks. We're getting closer. I know that.
What are you doing with that? What are you doing?
What are you doing? Don't touch the camera.
Can I hold that?
No.
Wow.
Please don't move it. Don't touch it.
Can I do it? Wow. What is that?
Do you want some seeds?
No. Don't got that anymore.
Okay. Please don't do that. Can you go away? I'm getting there. I can see kind of a dirty mark on it where the grain's been pushed down. So now it's put it on, fit, take it off, fit, constantly back and forth, but we'll get there. Let's see if we can turn it around like this and try to make that profile longer. I may end up taking a lot of this material off, which is fine. Hanging this mallet head on this handle.
I
thought you knocked that mallet head off.
I'm still getting it to go on there. Don't hit the tripod. You ride your bike?
I want Daisy to come out and maybe some of the boys too.
Kind of like that, actually. Nerd.
Wait, that's already taken like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. You can kind of see where the fibers are being squished next to this dirty steel. So, keep going. So it's a perfect time. So if I edit this together right, you'll have seen start from a rough stock, get it to fit on this shoulder here, and then shape the handle. And in the end, you've got kind of a cool little mallet. I got the head from a student. Watch out, Bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I've got little kids down here now. I did, when I was putting the handle back in, I blew out some of the grain there. That kind of sucks. Over time, though, it'll be kind of used and abused as well. So it's kind of cool. Little 3-pound sledge. Got to cut this off here. I'll wedge it. Get out. Arr. Boys, go. Go. I'll wedge it in there, and then I'll put some wax on it, and it should last for a couple of years. I don't know. I don't know how often I use this stuff. It's just fun to do. Anyway, we'll get that part going. So here it is. After about 3 hours, I've got this little 3-pound sledge handle or head hung on this handle that I've made out of a piece of hickory scrap. It was little. It's been sitting around for a couple years. Haven't touched it really. And really all I have to do now is put a little bit of finish on the handle. I have some paste wax, but I'm not sure if I want to use that. I kind of want to put some boiled linseed oil on there. But it's got a good little heft. It's far enough away from the hand that it doesn't feel like you know, it's ineffective. This is a good sledge. You get, you know, get some steel on there. I don't know where it was made exactly. Looks like it's a US casting. So wherever and whenever that was done, it was done. A little bit of sanding still on the handle, but not much. It's smooth, but there's a little rough edge right there, and I did kind of break out the grain in the end there. And I made that wedge out of a chunk of steel from a leftover piece of steel that I'll keep, because that came in handy. And yeah, not too bad for a couple hours. Pretty fun. So that's the challenge for you guys. While we're all stuck here, find some tools, find something to do. Even if you have to use a pocket knife and clear the bark off of a nice branch, make yourself a bow. Maybe I'll do that too. I think I've got some string around here somewhere. I remember we did that. I did that when I was in high school. I made some bow and arrows. That was pretty fun. Close up my tripod here. The legs are too long. There we go. Anyway, I'll get this edited together, and I'll put a picture of the finished product up there and share it with you guys. But yeah, that's the challenge. Next couple days, think of something to do and get your hands busy. This was mine. Maybe I'll do another one, I don't know. But it was pretty cool and it was fun. All right, bye.